Hi and welcome to Candyfloss Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to do a magic circle, and there's two ways to make a magic circle so you can work in the round. One is a chain method and the other one is making a slip knot on a circle. I'm going to show you both. All I'm using is a standard DK and a 4mm hook. So we'll start off with the chain method. So if you want to go ahead and create a slip knot and pop it on your hook, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Find your first chain and slip stitch into that first chain, and that's created your circle. So I'm just going to pull my end, and I'm going to show you exactly where that circle is now. So when you pull your work apart, you're not going in this hole up here, you're going to go in this middle bit. So this is the center of your chains that you've looped around on top of each other. So your next step generally will be to chain 3 if you're working trebles, yarn over. So make sure you're not pulling into this end bit here, you're going into this part here, into the full circle, because this is where my tail end is. So yarn over, and I'm going to go into that full circle and work a treble. And as you can see, once you've done a few stitches, it's quite clear where that circle is. If you want to, you can start pulling in your middle. So this end here will pull into the center hole to make it smaller. And when you come to the end, you tighten off that way. And you can start weaving that one in if you want to. So I hold it behind, and I just start working that yarn end into my work as I go round. Keep going for the desired number of stitches, and when you've got to the point where you think you've got to your pattern requirement, you can pull in your end, which will pull in that center space, tighten up that nice little hole there, and then you just slip stitching into the top of your chain 3 to finish off your center. So that's how you do a chain method to create your magic circle. Just go and pick this, and I'm going to show you the way of doing a magic circle using just the thread and no chains. So the way I do this, I place the yarn with the yarn ball to the back of my hand and the end over the front of my hand. I then let the yarn dangle. I wrap the yarn around my fingers, under my thumb, over the back of my hand again, and back under my thumb, so I'm pinching it tight there. So I've got 2 tram lines on the front of my hand, and underneath I have the yarn crossed over at the back. Take a crochet hook, slide it underneath the first yarn, grab hold of the second yarn, twist your hook and turn it so that it's facing towards your fingers. Then go underneath the yarn at the back, towards the back of your hand, twist up, got 2 loops on your hook, and slip stitch one over the other, and that is your magic circle. If you pull on the end now, that circle will get nice and small, which makes it a lot easier to work in. And as before, chain 3, I make mine a little bit smaller, and I tend to pinch hold of it, yarn over, and I'm going to work a treble into that central circle there. And what you might find, which is what's happening to me now, is that my circle's getting a little bit bigger. So if you just pull on the end, that tightens up that circle and makes it a bit easier to hold as you work your stitches into the circle as you go all the way around, putting as many stitches in as required. Then as before, once you've done your desired number of stitches, you can just pull on the end and that will pull that center circle in. Just slip stitch into your top of your starting chain, still got quite a big hole in there, so I'm just going to pull that middle bit right in, and that tightens up that center hole. And that's how you do a magic circle. Thanks for watching.